Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Problem Sums mini course. This is a course for P5 and P6 students. So we have 4 sessions in term 1. So this is the second session, so it's a lesson 2. So we will have 2 more sessions. They are all on Friday, and it's from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, my name is Mr. Siu here. That's me, right? So I'm the trainer from Math Accelerator Center. So I'll be your trainer for today. Right, so here's a short introduction about who we are, okay, and what we do. We are a math specialist center that's specialized in helping students with borderline grades to turn around their results within a short time, right? So we are located at Parkway Center, or in Marine Parade Central, in a building called Parkway Center. Right, here's our address. How many of you have been to Parkway Center? If you have, can you type a yes? Okay, or you have not heard of, you can say not sure or no, right? Okay, you can raise your hand. It's opposite Parkway Parade. Yeah. Okay, right, so why are we organizing this mini course? Right, the objective here is to help students who are struggling with problem sums, right, and help them improve their understanding and improve their confidence in tackling problem sums. So it's also a chance for us to demonstrate how problem sums can be solved systematically, okay, if you apply the right system and the right techniques. And most of all, okay, we would like also to use this session to prepare students for their upcoming assessment, which includes, right, CA1 and WA1. All right, so these are the things that, okay, we hope to achieve in this session. In today's lesson, we'll be covering this. So this is the lesson outline. So the heuristics that we're going to do is called value of a set. There will be 3 questions. And for the second part, we'll be discussing some trending questions. There will be 2 questions for P5 and 2 questions for P6. So here are some ground rules again before we start the lesson. So audio is muted, communication is through chat only, right? So please participate actively. Okay. So when I ask a question, please provide the answers. Or if you have questions to ask, please ask in a proper manner so that I can understand your questions, right? The main thing is communication, right? If you can communicate clearly with us, okay, then I can understand where you're coming from. Okay. And no spamming on the chat. Please be considerate. We have a big audience here. So yeah, no spamming. All right, listen attentively and write down the solutions, and most of all, have fun. All right. So this is the worksheet that we'll be doing today, right? It's lesson 2 worksheet. Okay, how many of you have printed the worksheet? Please type yes. You have not printed the worksheet. Let me know. Type no. Okay, I see. Yeah, raise your hand means she got the worksheet lah. But okay, so now the main thing is if you have not printed the worksheet, as I discussed the questions, try not to copy the questions, right? Because that will slow down everyone. Okay, because about 90% of the students who have printed the worksheet, you can download the worksheet from the link that we provide you after the lesson, right? Then you can work through it. And okay, so we also provide replay of the video, okay, which will be uploaded to the site about 2 days after today's session. All right. Ask the same question again. What time is the lesson? Right. So lesson is from 8 to 9, right? So please, this is the timing that we every year, okay, every day, every session is from 8 to 9 on Friday. Please get all this information, write down, and don't ask again, right? Because later we interrupt my session. Okay. So the first strategy will be on value of a set. Now, in value of a set, right, questions look like this. Okay, so you have to, first of all, identify the items in one set, then find the value of one set, find the number of sets, and then later you can solve for the question. So now, So this is the first question in value of assets. So let me read first, then I'll explain the concept to you. So Gideon saved $18 worth of coins. The coins are a combination of 50 cents and 20 cents. There were twice as many 20 cents as 50 cents. So how many 50-cent coins did he save? Right? So in this question, why is it called value of assets? Right? So the assets, yeah, it's something like guess and check, but we will not be using guess and check method to solve this question. So there are twice as many 20 cents and 50 cents. So this is the sets, right, that we're talking about. Right, this is the set we're talking about. So in this case, right, so in this set, we say for every 50-cent coins, there must be two 20-cent coins, right? So one set, you will have twice as many 20 cents as 50 cents. So if you have a 50-cent coin, then you need to have two 20-cent coins, right? So this is called one set. As I said, right, twice as many 20 cents compared to 50 cents. So over here, then the one set will cost with a value of 90 cents, right? So we will not write in cents, we will change it into a dollar value that looks like this, right? So now, the next thing is, we were told there are $18 worth of coins. So we know that the total is $18. So the next thing is we need to find out how many. So one set, you can imagine every set you have two 20 cent and one 50 cent, right? So we know that one set is 90 cent, right? So this is the illustration. So now how many of these sets will give you a value of $18, right? So there are many sets of this. Right? So how many sets of this? So the next thing is we need to come up with number of sets. One moment. So now, we need to find the number of sets. So you can find the number of sets by taking 18 divided by 90 cents. Right? So what do you get when you divide by $18 by 90 cents? And you can use the calculator if you have it. Right? Thank you, Jai. Your answer is correct. Karin, good job. How about the rest? Can you give me again? Right? Okay, so Parai, Douglas, Kaixuan, all you got the same answer. So it's 20, right? So 20 is the answer. 20 is 20 sets, right? You have 20 sets. What did the question find out? How many 50-cent coins did he save? Okay, every set there's one. Right here, every set there's one 50 cent. So yeah, yes, you can. So in total, number of 50-cent coins. Right, 20 times 1 will be 20 coins. Right, so how many of you have 20 coins as well? If you have, can you type me too? Okay, how many of you? Yeah, you can use supposition, you can, yeah, there's many methods to solve this, right? So my method, you only require 4 lines, right? These 4 lines will help you to answer the question, right? So you can use supposition, you can use assumption, you can use guess and check table. It may take you a bit longer, but ultimately, if you get 20 cents, 20 coins, you are on the right track, all right? So you can choose. You want to use 4 steps, or you can use more than 4 steps, right? It's your choice. Okay, so everybody understand? Anybody not sure, please type a question mark. Then we can move on to the next question. If you're ready to go on to the next question, can you type Q2? Okay, that means question 2. That tells me you're ready. Then we can move to the next question. Right. So let's move to the next question. Okay, allow me to drink some water first. So there's always the same 4 steps. Y times 4, Y times 1. Because one set has 1 50-cent coins. So 20 sets must 20 times 1, right? So if I ask, yeah, Pariah, you asked a good question. So if you want to find out 20 cents, do you know that you need to times 2? So they get 40 coins. Does it make sense? Because every set would have 2 20-cent coins, right? So you have 20 sets, then 20 times 2. If there's only 1 50-cent in one set, 20 set will be 20 times 1. So that's why we get 20 sets, 20 coins. Can you let me know whether you understand or not before I move on? Because after that, I will not be coming back to this question. Appreciate if you respond either yes or no. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next. So in this question, this question 2, a pillow costs $47, a bolster costs $58. Elena paid $41.79 for some pillows and bolsters. She bought 3 times as many pillows as bolsters. So how many bolsters did she buy? So the first thing is we need to identify where is the set, right? So here is where the set is, right? So let's put down 1 set. Can you let me know, is it 3 pillow and 1 bolster in 1 set? That's A. Or B, it is 1 pillow and 3 bolster. Is it A or B? Let me know in the chat. Or C. C is the tricky one, 3 bolster and 3 pillow. Okay, so everyone is clear that bought 3 times as many pillows as bolster. Therefore, we will have 3 pillows and 1 bolster, right? So each pillow is 47, each bolster is 58, right? Can you work out for me what is the total of 1 set? Work out already, let me know in the question, right? So, okay, good job. So here is the cost of this individual item, right? Right, total 199. So the total value of all the items paid that Elena bought costs 4179. So the next thing is to find the number of sets. Can you find out for me how many sets are there? So we're going to take 4179 divided by 199, right? Okay, let's check. So answer is 21 sets. Okay, good job, everybody. So now, so how many bolster did she buy? Right, let's check. 1 set will have just 1 bolster, right? So number of bolster will be 21 times 1, right? And then we get 21. Okay, ask a bonus question. What if I ask for number of pillows? Can you help me work out if I ask for pillows? Yes, all right, some of you got it. Yeah, Pariah, you understand. Kai Xuan, you're correct. Okay, Mikhail, you're correct. 43? No, cannot be 43. Yeah, Bishwa, you're correct. So it must be multiplied by 3, right? So it's 21 times 3, then you get 63. Right, so this is the way that you're going to solve the question. So it looks like this week's heuristics is quite easy for you to follow. Yeah, okay, next one. Okay, somebody requested the next question. Can you let us do? Then you go through. Sure. right? So I'll just read the question, then you will do it and let me have your answer, all right? So for every 3 apricot tarts baked, 8 pineapple tarts were also baked. There was a total of 132. Can I go back to, oh, you have not finished, so sorry. So next time, let me know when you're done, okay? Okay, when you finish already, please type done. Can I give you 1 minute? So once I see the majority of you have completed it, then I'll move on. So the only way I know you're completed is you type the word done. So I will know that you have completed. Yes, you can use any method you want, Jamie. Do you use my method or use your supposition method? Okay, I'm going to move on already. So I'll be clearing the screen. Okay, so once again, let me read the question. For every 3 apricot tarts baked, 8 pineapple tarts were also baked. There was a total of 132 tarts baked. So how many apricot tarts were baked? Right. So if you want to find out more about supposition, I'm sure you can go and Google for it. In today's session, we will just use value of a set, the method to solve this question. All right. So can I give you 2 minutes? Then you try to work out the answer, and once okay, let me have it. Yeah, Kaizen, your answer is correct. Devanish is correct. Jaylene, your answer is correct. Nicole is okay. Okay, Jai, can you share your answers with me? Yeah, Douglas is okay. Alex, you're correct. Kaishuan. Yeah, seems like everybody get it. Maybe 1016. No, it's not 1016. That's too big. There's only a total of 132 tarts. How can the apricot tarts, which is part of the 132, be a 4-digit number? So you also need to know whether it makes sense or not, right? Oh, Kaysen. Okay, thank you. Right, so most of you have gotten the answer. So yeah, Karen, your answer is correct. So here's the way to solve this question. So first of all, you have to identify one set, right? So one set, according to the question, is 3 apricot and 8 pineapple. So in total, we will have 11 tarts. Right. So the next thing is, what is the total number? So the total is equals to 132, right? So once we have 132, what's next? So we need to find the number of sets. So we do that by taking 132 divided by 11, right? And then we get 12. So what are we looking for? We're looking for apricot tarts. Every set, you have 3 apricot tarts, right? So number of apricot tarts right? So 12 times 3, and we will have 36. Right, looks like a lot of you have 36, right? So those who have not responded, can you let me know also? Are you able to get 36? Right, if you're able to get 36, please type me too. Okay, bonus question. Can you find out for me number of pineapple tarts as well? Okay, find out for me the number of pineapple tarts. Okay, Roswell correct. Rashbin correct. Nikhil. Okay, looks like everybody can understand already, right? So pineapple tarts, one set has 8, so must be 12 times 8, and you get 96, right? 96 is the answer for this question. So far, so good, everybody? Right. So congratulations to all those who have gotten the answer. Now, I will leave this screen here for 1 minute. Those who have not copied, now's a good time to copy this into your worksheet before we move on to the next question. All right. Same thing as usual. When you're completed, can you type done? Especially those that are copying at the moment. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So now we're going to do some trending question, right? So that appears in the past year's paper. So this one is the first two are P5 question, then the next two will be P6 questions, all right? So in this question, we were told Mr. Slow had enough money to buy either 8 pears or 12 oranges. So this is an important keyword. So we will underline this part. She spent all her money on 2 types of fruits. So these 2 types. If she bought 6 pears, so how many oranges did she buy, right? So let's find out. So this is the information that will help us to solve the question. So what this means is, if this is the sum of money, right, she can either buy 8 pears or 12 oranges. So I write on top, right? So now, so this is the equivalent, right? If she wants to buy all oranges, her money can buy 12. If she wants to buy all pears, she can only buy 8, right? So now, the next thing is Mrs. Low spent all her money, and if she buys 6 pears, so how many oranges can she buy, right? So now if we cut over here, right, then we write 6 pears. Then we're going to find out, then with the remaining money, how many oranges can she buy, right? So that is the problem that we're going to solve. So we were told, so this is what we form an equivalent. Okay, we can form an equation here that says 8 pears, okay, cost the same as 12 oranges. Now we need to find the equivalent of 6 pears equals to how many oranges, right? Now, both of them, as you can see, they are multiples of 2, right? So how many of you can solve this question? How many of you can type yes, right? Need help one, type ask for clue one, right? You either tell me yes, you can solve, then you provide me with the answer, or you type the word clue, then I'll give you more clues. Okay, 90. How can be 90? It cannot be 90, right? So first of all, as I mentioned, we need to find multiples of 2, right? So let's find out if there are if 8 pears is the same as 12 oranges, what about 2? Can you do a division for me? So 8 divided by 4, you get 2 pairs, right? So 12 divided by 4, then that is equals to how many oranges? 3. So from here, can you find out for me 6 pairs equals to how many oranges? So 2 to 6, we need to multiply by 3, right? Yeah, Bishwa, you're correct. Devanesh. Okay. So here, we also need to multiply by 3 and we get 9. So now, let's go back to our model. So if this part, we found out 6 pairs is equals to 9 oranges. So out of 12 oranges, how many more can we buy? Yeah, there are many methods. So if you have the right answer, what's your answer, Jai? Right. So you have 12, cannot be 2, right? 12 minus 9, right? So 12 minus 9. Give one moment. 12 minus 9, you get 3, right? So here must be equals to 3 oranges. Okay, how many of you have 3 oranges before me? Type me. Yes. Right? So your answer here, you should have 3 oranges. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 8 minus 6. Yeah. So the answer is 3 oranges. Okay. So this is how we do it. So first of all, we need to identify what is the equivalent, right? So from here, we can form the equation. So this is the important information that will help us. So 8 pairs equals to 12 oranges. So next, we need to find out that if she bought 6 pairs. So we need to find the equivalent of 6 pairs, right? Or you can copy everything here, right, Jeff? So from here, we need to find out. So 2 pairs, we divide by 4 on both sides, then we get 3. So from here, 2 pairs times 3, then we get 6 pairs. So 6 pairs, we multiply here by 3, then the other side we also multiply by 3, so we get 9. Zara, what's your question? Can you type your question again? I don't seem to have your question. Because she says, how many oranges did she buy? This portion, one moment. Mrs. Lim already spent her money on 6 pairs, right? So with the remaining money, how many oranges can she buy, right? So 9 is only equivalent. In actual fact, she paid for 6 pairs over here. So with her remaining money, how many oranges can she buy? So in that case, it must be 3 because her total sum of money can buy 12 oranges. So if she spent on 6 pairs, which is equals to 9 oranges, so 12 minus 9, her remaining money can only buy 3 oranges. If I make myself clear this time, Zara and the rest, can you give me some feedback? Either yes or no. If no, then I'll try my best again to explain to you one more time. Okay, how about Zara? You understand already? Yeah, there's many methods, but I'll be using only this method. Okay, so what's another method to explain this? Okay, I try my best. So what we can see here is 8 pairs equals to 12 oranges. Right, 12 oranges. So you can imagine that you have 12 oranges. So maybe a visual representation will help you, right? So 12 oranges will probably be 12 units. So maybe we put here 12 units. Now, so her sum of money can buy 12. So let me split it up. So in other words, we have 12 units. Okay, let me write here. So 12 oranges equals to 12 units. So from here, how about, so 8 pairs equals to 12 units. Can you find out for me 2 pairs? How many units is that? Or maybe find one, right? Maybe it's easier for you, you find one. Let's find one. Maybe 2 is too confusing for you. So we take 12 unit divided by 8. And what do we get? 1.5. Right. So now if one pair is 1.5, Mrs. Low already spent her money on 6 pairs. So we need to find out 6 pairs is how many units. So we take 1.5 times 4. And we will have times 6. Sorry about that. So times 6. So do you agree with me? We have 9 units here. Right. So 9 units means until here, right? So here is the sum of money you spend on 6 pairs. Let me write here. So here. So her sum of money is 12 units. She already spent 9 units buying 6 pairs. Can you tell me how many units is left? How many units left? So these are the sum of money that's left, right? So here we have 3 units. So these 3 units is what's left. So 3 units is equals to how many oranges, right? So 1 unit is equals to 1 orange. Therefore, 3 units is equals to 3 oranges. Okay, so this is method 2. How many of you prefer? Okay, can you choose for me? Just now, the earlier one was method 1. If you like method 1, type M1. If you like method 2, type M2. Okay, there's a mix, right? Some people like method 1, some people like method 2. Okay, method 1. You can explain to me after the lesson, right? So we have a lot of students here, right? So maybe you can let me know later. All right. So everybody okay? Say no. So can I give you some time to copy both methods? So once you are finished, you can type done. So I'll leave this screen here for another 1 minute or so, then I move on. All right. Okay, 20 seconds more. All right, let's move on to the next question. If you're ready to do on to the next question, can you type for me Q2? Then we move together. If you are still copying, let me know. You can type weights, then I will let you copy. Okay, thank you. So let's move on. So this is the second question, right? So we were told Gopal spent 2,000 444 on 5 tables and 23 chairs. The cost of 3 tables is the same as 5 chairs. Find the cost of 1 chair. All right. How many of you remember simultaneous equation from last week? Can remember, type yes. This is for those who have attended last week, right? Okay, we solved 3 simultaneous equation. You have not, okay, if you joining us for the first time, there's a link in your email, okay, that can let you see, okay, can let you revisit lesson 1. All right, you can revisit lesson 1. Okay, so this question, now the first thing is simultaneous equation means there's always 2 items, okay, and there's 2 combination, right? So this is combination 1, and this is combination 2. I'll come to the answer later, right? Please have some patience as I explain this question to everyone. So the next thing is, the first equation tells us that 5 tables and 23 chairs cost, right? So the next thing is, we also find out that 3 tables is equals to 5 chairs. Now, so since we're looking for chairs, we should eliminate the tables, right? So we should get the tables replaced by chairs only. Now, so in order to do that, right, we revisit one of the concepts that you learned in P4 called common multiple. So can you find out for me what is the common multiple of 3 and 5? Right? Yes. Okay, thank you. It's 15. So to get to 15 tables here and 15 tables here, okay, let's do on the right side. So here we have to multiply. What do we need to multiply? 3 times which number will give you 15? 5. All right, 5. So 3 times 5 will give you 15. Then here, 5 times 5 will give us 25 chairs, right? So the next thing. So here, we multiply by, let me know, multiply by 3, right? Times 3. So here, 23 times 3, help me out with this calculation. 5 times 3 is 15. What about 23 times 3? 69, right? Here is 69 chairs. So next, multiply a big number for me. 2444 times 3. Can you find out for me what is 2444 times 3? Thank you, Karin. How about the rest? Yep, Claire, you're correct. Sanvi, Kason, Douglas, Mikhail. So your answer here would be 7. Right here first, 7, 3, 3, 2, right? So 7, 3, 3, 2, right? So now we know that 15 tables is the same as 25 chairs. So here we're going to replace this with 25 chairs. Then here will be 69 chairs, and their total is still 7, 3, 3, 2. Can you add up these two numbers for me? What is 25 plus 69? Right, so we get 94 chairs, and the total is 7, 3, 3, 2. Without my help, can you find out for me what's the cost of 1 chair? Yeah, Vishwa, your answer is correct. Farah, your answer is correct. Trev, Claire, Alex, Douglas, good job. Right, your answers, they are correct. Sanvi is okay. How about the rest? Wait for more people to give answers, right? Halik, Haishuan, you're okay? Anyone else? Want to share your answers with me? Right, so to find the answer, we will take, yeah, Kason, you're okay? So 7332 divided by 94, right? And you will have 78. So therefore, the cost of one chair is $78. So how many of you have $78 before me? Type of me. Right, or you raise your hand, right? Okay, so this is my recommended method. Okay, there's many methods to solve this kind of question, right? I'm not giving you one of the methods. I know at least 4 other methods to solve this question, right? But I'm not going to spend all the time telling you the variation, okay, the different methods to solve this particular question. All I want to tell you is this is one of the general ways to solve this question. Okay, if you follow this way, okay, you will get the answer within a short time. All right. So how many of you are able to follow this method? Type yes, right? Or you are using a different method, then you type another method. All right. Yeah, definitely you can use many methods. I say again, right? We have 5 methods to solve this. So if you want to share your method with me, right, you need to stay back after 9 o'clock, right? Then I will be able to interact with you more, okay? Because I promise everybody will end promptly at 9, right? So bear with me. So if you need to discuss with me your other methods, we leave it to you after the lesson, all right? Okay. Anybody still copying? You can type a wait. Okay, I'll leave the screen for another 30 seconds. Same thing, give me a signal. Once you're finished copying, type done. Then we can move on to the next question. Okay, 10 seconds more before we move on. Okay, great. So let's move on. Oh, Edna, have you attended last week's lesson? Oh, then you won't receive. You receive normally 2 days after the lesson, then you get the link. We send who registered for you, Edna? Is it yourself or your parents? Oh, do you receive any email from us? Because that's where we send the link to everyone. Of course, if you use your email must be valid, right? So that's all I want to know, right? So if you have the email, then you need to go. Later, I'll show you the site. You can go and register again. All right. I'll show you at the end of the lesson. Okay, let's move on to the next segment, right? The next segment will be 2P6 question. Here is the first one, right? There's some. Okay, so Salim, Salim had a total of, let me move just the numbers first, a total of 332 local and foreign stamps. After selling half of the local stamps and buying another 28 foreign stamps, he had twice as many local stamps as foreign stamps. So how many foreign stamps did he have in the end? So what are the key words in this question? So let's underline. They include, this will give us the total number of stamps, all right? And we were told that he sold half of the local stamps and buy another 28 foreign stamps. In the end, he has twice as many local stamps as foreign stamps, right? So this word is important. So how many foreign stamps did he have in the end? So if you notice, right, the sequence of the question and the information given, okay, requires you to work backwards. So we will be working backwards. Okay, we'll be working backwards. So the first thing we need to do okay, in working backwards is identify the steps that we need to work backwards. So this twice will be, later we'll draw a model, that will be our first step. Then the 28 foreign stamps that Salim bought will be step 2. Step 3 will be over here, right? Where after selling half of the local stamps. And then step 4 will be the total. Okay, so there are 4 steps we need to complete. So firstly, we were told that he has twice as many local as foreign stamps. So in other words, so your local stamps after the changes is twice the number of foreign stamps. So this one is local stamp. This one is foreign stamp. Now next, we were told that he bought another 28 foreign stamps. So working backwards, we need to minus away 28. Then the next part is after selling half of the local stamps, right? So after selling half, you're definitely left with half. So you have to add another 1 unit here to indicate the half that was sold. Right? So from here, the last part is we need to indicate the total. So the total at first is 332. How many of you know how to solve this question from here? Right? How many of you would need? So those who indicate you can, right? Please go ahead. Anybody need help? Those who need help, can you type the word clue? Okay, those who have it, right? So the first thing is, this is 1 unit, right? So here, this is the end. There were twice as many local stamps as foreign stamps, right? So here is 1 unit. Here is 1 unit. This one before is 1 unit, right? So here we add back the other half. We also add back 2 similar units. So the next thing is, now you can see that we have 4 units of local stamps and less than 1 unit of foreign stamp, right? So if we want to make this into a unit, then we have to add 28, right? So that this becomes a unit. So now can you tell me how many units are there on the left side? One, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So now we will have 5 units on the right side. And can you help me work out the total of 332 plus 28? 360. So now 5 units we found out is equals to 360. Can you help me find out what's the value of 1 unit? So we take 360 divided by 5. So we will have a total of 72, right? So once we find out 1 unit, what should I do? So is that the answer? Let's go back to the question. So how many foreign stamps did he have in the end, right? So in the end, we have half of the local stamps left, right? So here is what was in the end. So, and the foreign stamp is what's left for the local stamps is twice of the foreign stamp. So if you have 2 units, you're left with 1 unit here, right? So therefore, your final answer will be your foreign stamps in the end is equals to 1 unit. Therefore, 1 unit is equals to 72. Now, 44 is the number of stamps at first, right? Right. 44 is at first, but we're looking for in the end. You have to add 28 more because 44 plus 28 equals to 72. Does this make sense to you, Karen and Dimanesh? Right. So what you found out is this is at first. So this is in the end, right? So that's how you answer this question. Anyone needs me to explain again? Please type yes, right? Okay, or you type again because everybody typing yes. Anybody need me to explain again? Type again. No. Okay, right? So how many of you understand and are you able to get 72 as your final answer? Okay, if you have, type me too. Okay, that's good. Okay, if you have questions, please let me know. Okay, if not, can I give you 30 seconds more? Then you copy the question, right? So the trick is, are you able to follow the steps backwards, okay, to construct this model? So once you're able to construct this model, then you can use this information here to help you arrive at your answer. So most of the time, you need to refer back to the question a few times, okay, just in case you miss out something, right? So if you're done, can you help me type Q4? Then we move on to the last question for the day. Right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so in this question, this is from Henry Park last year, right? So Mr. Lim and Mr. Wong bought some light bulbs at prices shown below. So the small light bulbs cost 4 for $10. The large light bulb costs. I move on already, Linus. Maybe I show you at the end of the lesson, right? So Mr. Lim bought an equal number of small and large bulbs. He spent 102 more on large bulbs than small bulbs. So how many bulbs did he buy altogether? So this question, okay, is a clone after an actual PSLE question. So the method or the heuristics that we're going to use will be called grouping. Right. So in grouping, so we have two sets of items and they are always sold in bundles, right? These are the bundles. So let me write down first. We'll indicate these are the small bulbs and these are the large bulbs. So 4 small bulbs cost $10 and 3 large bulbs cost $16. All right, step 1. Now we were told that Mr. Lim bought equal number of small and large bulbs, right? So that boils down to, okay, we need to make these two the same, right? Find a combination that will give you these two the same number. Can you find out for me what's the common multiple of 3 and 4? Right, Demonish, you're correct. How about the rest of you? Yeah, Kaishen, Trev, Sanvi, Kason, okay, Jaylin, right? So it's 12, right? So we have, how much does 12 small bulb cost? How much does 12 small bulbs cost? Yep, Sanvi, you're correct. So it should cost us $30 because 4 times 3, right? So here times 3. Now, how about 12 large bulbs? How much does 12 large bulb cost? Yep, good job, Jai and Claire, Sanvi, Trev. Okay, and the rest of you, you know that here we need to times 4 because 3 times 4 will give you 12. How about 16 times 4, right? That will give us 64. Now, let's go back to the question and look for more clues. So we have already made use of this information already. The next thing is the next line. He spent 102 more on large bulbs than on small bulbs. So we were given the total difference, right? So therefore, the basic set, so this is one set, right? Let me indicate to you, this is one set. So if this is the total difference, which is 102, we need to work out the difference in one set. So we need to find out the difference between 64 and 30. So can you help me with this? Difference, not total. Right, you should get 34. Right, difference in one set is 34. Difference in two set is 68 because you need to take this times 2. So how many 34 are there in 102? So we need to find the number of sets. Now, when this difference, and you look for the opposite, then you won't be able to get the answer. So you take 102, divide by 34, and you end up with 3. So there are 3 sets. So we need to find out how many bulbs did he buy altogether. So let's talk about small bulbs. So the small bulbs, there are 3 sets. One set has 12, right? So 3 times 12, that will give us 36. How about large bulbs? So 3 sets. Each set has also 12 large bulbs. So 12 then give us 36. So can you work out for me? Give me the final answer. What's the total number of bulbs in the end? How many bulbs did Mr. Lim buy? All right, 36 small bulbs and 36 large bulbs. In total, we should have 72, right? So 72 will be the answer. So this is a grouping question. So you always need to find out which part is equal. So equal number means you make, one moment, you make this number equal. There's a second part to the question, okay, but I didn't put it down today. It's asking for equal amount of money, right? If they ask you for equal amount of money, then you have to make the dollar value and circle the dollar value and find the common multiple between these two numbers, right? So in today's question, so I just focus on the first part, which is on equal number of money. Because there's 3 sets, correct? Are you able to work out 3 sets with me just now? Can you answer my question? Do you follow? Right, 3 sets, right? Every set, there is 12 small bulbs and 12 large bulbs, right? So if there's 12 small bulbs and 12 large bulbs, so small bulbs, 3 sets of 12 is 36. Large bulb, 3 sets of 12 is also 36. Therefore, add the 2 together, you get 72. Have I answered your question? Okay. Anybody any more questions? You can ask me before we wrap up. Okay, right. Can I give you 20 seconds more? Please copy, and then we move back to the slides. Okay, wait for you, Mikhail. Finish already, type done, huh? We're not done yet. Right, please stay back, huh? We have some more to go before we finish the lesson, huh? Right. One moment, please. Mikhail, you finished already? I need to move on already. Maybe you can copy after my sharing, right? Okay, thanks. All right, so let's do a recap. So we did value of a set. We have 3 questions here. And then we did trending questions, 2 questions from P5, which is question 1 and question 2. And then we also did P6. Then we have question 1 and question 2, right? So are there any challenging questions you need to identify? Okay, can you share with me? Okay, let's do some recap and reflection. Okay, so you have to let me know if you think is P6 question 1, then you let me know it's P6 question 1, right? Or you think it's P5 question 2, then you highlight to me, all right? Okay, most of you will indicate the light bulb question, right? I'm sure you're referring to the light bulb question. This is the bulb question, right? Correct or not? Can you let me know? Yeah, today is only P5 and P6. I already told you at the beginning already, right? Okay, P6 question 1. Oh, okay. So the bulb question, and the other one would be the stems question, right? Yeah. So all these questions, I will urge you to try again, okay, after the lesson, and see whether maybe tomorrow you record the steps and see whether you can get it correct or not. Okay. So far so good. Okay, let's move on. So now, these are some of your upcoming assessment. So March is a time where we have the assessment for P5 and P6, right? For P5, you have weighted assessment. For P6, some schools will still practice CA1, while others will still will just do a simple weighted assessment to test your understanding and your readiness for the exam for PSLE, right? So in May, we have weighted assessment 2 for P5 and SA1 for P6. So these are the immediate ones that you should be concerned with. So to help you with your preparation, so for mid-year, we have some programs lined up for you. So during the March holiday, we have the Math Mastery Bootcamp, right? This is for P4 all the way to Sec 2. So where we will, for primary school, the upper primary will be using the heuristics. We'll be solving, we'll be introducing you to heuristics questions so that they are likely to come out in the mid-year exams, right? So these are the things that we'll be highlighting. So let me go through with you. So this program is meant to, is designed based on our proven score system to help students, number 1, to strengthen their understanding in mathematics, and number 2, to provide them with an easy to understand and easy to apply strategies that will tackle the commonly appeared problem sums for mid-year exams. So then we provide them with a systematic approach so that they're able to apply the things that we taught them in the exam settings, right? So most of the programs will start during the term 1 break on 14th of March. So this is the link that you can go and visit in order to find out more, right? So this is the link. So let me show you where's the link, right? So you can click on this link and then you can click on any of this so that you're able to register for the program. Right, I'll be talking about the score system as well. So the second event that we have coming up will be this Sunday, 20th February at 10 a.m. is the PSLE Math Mastery webinar. Right, during this webinar, we will show you more details, okay, more in-depth understanding on how to tackle problem sums, okay, and give you case studies on how some of our students are able to score AL1 to AL3 to improve, make such improvement in 6 months or less. Right. So if you're interested to find out more about our program, okay, and what is the score system about, so you can also click on this link to register. So if you go to this link, right, they will lead you to this page. So next coming on is Sunday, 20th Feb, 10 a.m. So you can fill up the form below here. Then we will have registered and we will forward you the link. Okay, so how many of you will be interested to attend this webinar on Sunday or free to attend? If you're okay, can you let me know? Type a yes or no, right? Okay, so I urge you to follow the link and register your interests. Okay, so the next one that will be your invitation to our free trial. So if you're interested, you find this lesson, the short 1 hour interesting, and you want to find out more and experience a full class, okay, it means a 2-hour class, okay, we'd like to invite you to our trial lesson. So in this trial lesson, okay, we'll show you, okay, in these 2 hours, okay, how we apportion the time to discuss conceptual questions, the heuristics, and the application, right? So this is how most of our students, okay, have gone through. We have teach hundreds of students, and more than 80 to 90% of them are able to turn around their results, okay, and make about 1 to 2 grades jump within 6 months. So if you're interested, then you can go on to this link. Let me give you this is the link that you can go in. So if you go to this link, you will see my video again, explaining to you. Okay, one moment. It's a bit jammed today. Right, so if you go to this link, you should be able to see, yeah, so that's me explaining to you what the score system is about. So you can skip this and click on sign up for a free trial. Then you fill out the form. Right, so then our admin team will contact you within 1 to 2 working days. All right, so that will be for the trial lesson. All right, so that's all I have for you. Website is not secure. Oh, maybe we type the HTTP without the S. It will try to get the technical team to explore later, right? Okay, so that's all I have for you, and that's all for the announcement. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. How many of you enjoyed the lesson? Can you let me know? If you enjoyed, please type yes. Or you think it's not up to your expectation, then you won't see me again. Also, you let me know, right? So we'll try to make it as interesting as possible for everybody. Okay. So if you want to find out more and learn more, please attend next week's lesson 3. Then we'll continue our discussion on more trending questions related to P5 and P6, as well as highlight one of the heuristics that might come out in these mid-year exams. So if you have any questions, you can contact us via email and WhatsApp. And for more information, you can go to parkwaymath.com. Right. So that's all I have for you. Thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. I'll be here for the next few minutes. Otherwise, yeah, that's all from me. Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye.